MarketFleet.com here. In today's Let's Code, I'm walking through how to list a product on the MarketFleet platform via API. Before we jump into the code, let's check out the add product method. Our add product method is a post method located at API products/add. The required parameter for this is prod, lowercase, the bullet point uppercase for me. How kind of it. Product as a JavaScript object. Multiple products are permitted, separate each with a comma, and these are the required fields: brand, manufacturer, MP number, price, and condition. Uh, Two highly recommended fields are weight, which directly affects shipping credit, and quantity, which defaults to 0. And then weight, I believe, defaults to 10. So keep that in mind because it will affect the shipping credit. Optional are search. To have your products participate in our null search product, set search to true. And doing so requires that name and description be part of all the products in this add call. If you want a retail product to participate in our category expansion product, set that to true. I didn't put it here, but there are two required fields: retail underscore product underscore URL and Google underscore hold on. Yeah, okay. I knew there was something in the middle. Google underscore product underscore category. I almost said Google underscore category. All right, so without further ado, let's jump into some code. Oops, that's not it. Here we go. This is our stub today. This is what we'll be working under. Takes a package, which is a dictionary or a list of dictionaries. Um, and then two optional parameters are search and retail parameters. And down here is, I've already set it up, our handler method. We're going to add our product through /add in our web service. I also did this so I didn't have to remember the conditions. I could just have them here. So these are the available conditions. Don't always have to pass a string. You can, of course, just pass the index of the item. So if I wanted to pass the use like new condition, I would just pass 3. Below it, we have the product I'm adding, a chair, a lovely chair, uh, set at $120, not $12,000. All our currencies are done in cents to avoid any floating point issues. And then here I have quantity and weight um, for a higher, how would I say this? For a higher, I guess, visibility and more accurate data. And then it's going to be a new chair, nothing refurbished or nothing else. And then this should look familiar. Basically, instead of MarketFleet, I'm going to pass add product and then our package. And then if search or retail is passed in the URL bar. Then we'll print that to the screen. So let's actually make this happen. For sanity's sake, I'm going to, if the package is a dict, I'm just going to wrap it into a list. And use type here because it's not important. I'm only going to be using base types. However, go ahead and use isInstance does the same thing. So there I'm checking if the if package is an iterable, and then here I'm going to check if all the types in the package for oops, I was right, is dict for O and package. Almost lost myself there. And then we'll raise a MarketFleet error. Say that a package must be an object or list of objects. Alright. And then here, Of course, search and retail have the required parameters, and we're going to go and make sure that every product has them here. All right, just also want to let you guys know if you have any requests for programming languages and/or platforms, please let me know in the comments or um, via my Twitter, and I'll do what I can to get back to you. I'll either do a Let's Code or I'll post up some of that code on our GitHub and then link you to it. So all products flagged for search must meet Rex. Must meet a T-Rex. And retail for O and package. No, a little redundant, but definitely nice to catch these errors before they get to the server. And actually, a note on Google product category. So if you go to Google's product CSV, they have a text file which has all the products available, and then we actually have a taxonomy API which you can hit, and I might add that at the end of this video. Um, they come in a certain format. I'll show it to you right after I finish typing this. So the traditional format would be like home garden, and then tools. We'll just put it that way. Or I like this one, hardware. Well, to normalize everything, and we of course want it lowercase, but in the event of additional everything else, we require that it be in a certain format, and that would be this format. Actually, this is Home and Garden's a really good example because it actually has an ampersand. So basically, if there's a space or an ampersand, replace that with nothing at all. So this would just look like this, and then replace every right, I guess every greater than symbol with an underscore, and lowercase at all. And so the top is what it appears in the Google product text file, and this is the actual, I guess, label for that for that category. And then the one below, where my cursor is at, is what we require and ask for as part of our add product API and our edit product API. So be aware of that before you pass it up. Otherwise, you might get an error, or you might have a product that just won't show up in it won't show up in our Google product category. So that's our endpoint we saw before. Of course, this is a comment delimited breakdown of JavaScript objects package. Gotta say, definitely a giant fan of the ability of ternaries in Python now. I'm definitely a fan of the original ternary. I guess it's ternary syntax. I understand that in Python that doesn't work as well since those operands aren't used the same way. Retail else none. But it also would be really nice just to do this and then be done with it. But not a big deal. And then of course, if nothing else, or is not implemented. Starting to run short in time, so let's do this real quick. So this is actually the product I was looking at. This is the product I'll be adding. All right, sorry about that cut. I I had it set to of course that chair that you saw. Then I couldn't remember. I actually moved my file and had to update the port number, so I didn't have that at the top of my head. Anyways, here we are, and this is our current count of products, our current catalog. Let's add this product. There we go. As you can tell, a couple additional fields are added. Dispersal, shipping credit, and closing fees, all based off weight. Status is active, which means, you guessed it, we can do a product/get and it'll show up here. Oh, what do you know? What is it? Boom. there we have it. That's our chair. Didn't have to add it. It's since it's active, it's connected to the retail product, and then sweeps in all the additional data from there. Um, and I told you guys we're a little over on time, but I will show you guys the taxonomy call. If I could do this. There we go. It's taking its time. Taxonomy call. So again, if you guys have any recommendations for anything, let me know. Any comments or feedback's just great to have. This is only the second video. I want to make sure that we can do this the best possible way, uh, and keep you guys interested, and maybe do some more stuff that is not so MarketFleet related. Again, here you go. There's in the API documentation that you'll receive once you sign up. There's some additional stuff. I won't do a Let's Code on this unless it's people really ask for it. It's not that interesting. Just different ways to query stuff. So yeah, again, this is what it looks like. What the key name will look like, and that's the label. All right, guys. Next week we'll be finishing up the products API Let's Codes. Move on to the orders and what we can do with orders. That'll be a short one, and then follow that up with category expansion. That's gonna be an exciting one. Definitely some more. There'll be some interfaces there and everything. So hope you guys learned a little bit. I know I have. And tune in next time.